Good morning. Welcome back. We started with the key features and components of a demised charter party. We shall continue from there. We already explained what the vessel handover entails. Now we are beginning with operational control. Unlike other types of charters, the charterer in a demised charter party has operational control and responsibility for the vessel. This includes crewing, there's the passengers, the people on board, the navigation over the sea, the maintenance, where possible, and overall management. The crewing, these are the people on board in the vessel, apart from the cargo, which are the goods or items. The charterer in a demised party has operational control and responsibility. That's the person making use of the vessel, making use of the ship for the time being. Responsibilities and operational control in terms of the crewing, the navigation, and the overall management during which the vessel is in use. This is simple and straightforward. Next is the duration of charter. The charter period is specified in the agreement, and the charterer has control for the entire duration. The charterer may operate the vessel for an extended period, sometimes years. Now, the duration, the period, the era within which the vessel will be in use will be clearly specified, will be clearly stated in terms, in the agreement, in the memorandum of understanding by both parties, and the charterer has control for the entire duration. And he went further to say that the charterer may operate the vessel for an extended period, sometimes years. We have the maintenance and the repairs. The charterer is responsible for the maintenance and repair of the vessel during the charter period. This includes routine maintenance, routine checks, necessary repairs, and compliance with safety and regulatory requirements. Should any maintenance crop up, should there be any need for repair of the vessel during which the charter period is ongoing, repairs, maintenance, and the likes comes under the shoulder of the charterer. This is possible during the period for which the vessel is in use. Therefore, the charterer, person making use of the vessel, is responsible for maintenance and repairs. The insurance. The charterer is often referred to as a bareboat. It's referred to as a bareboat because the ship owner provides the vessel without crew or provisions. The charterer must arrange for the crew, for supplies, and other operational necessities. This is so because the ship owner provides only the vessel. That is what the charterer needs to ensure that the vessel is provided for him or her to make use of. As such, the charterer would then arrange for crew, supplies, and other operational necessities that will be required for mode of operation. Next one is sub-chartering. The charterer may have the right to subcharter the vessel to third parties, subject to the terms and conditions specified in the demised charter party. What this means is that whilst the vessel is in use under the custody of the charterer, he or she have the right to subcharter the vessel to third parties, which may be subject to the terms and conditions specified in the demised charter party. That is, this will have been stated in the terms and conditions in the memorandum of understanding by both parties. We also have the redelivery. At the end of the charter period, the charterer redelivers the vessel to the ship owner. The redelivery process includes returning the vessel in good condition, subject to any agreed upon wear and tear. The vessel has been given to the charterer under good condition. That will have been stated earlier. Therefore, it is essential, it is incumbent on the charterer to also replicate same, to redeliver the vessel back to the ship owner in good condition as may be subject to any agreed upon wear and tear. Next is the purchase option. In some cases, the demised charter party may include an option for the charterer to purchase the vessel at the end of the charter period. The purchase price and terms are usually defined in the agreement. The purchase price and terms are usually defined in the agreement by both parties. This is premised upon the fact that after using a vessel, as may be defined in the charter period, the charterer has an option under the demised charter party to purchase the vessel at the end of the charter period. Then the purchase price and terms are usually defined in the agreement. We have the default and termination. The agreement typically outlines the conditions under which either party can declare a default leading to termination of the charter. This may include non-payment of charter hire or breaches of other terms. The default and termination clearly states, clearly specifies, clearly defines and outlines the conditions, the situations under which either party can declare a default. And once a default has been declared, be it the ship owner or the charterer, leading to termination of the charter, I told that it may include non-payment of charter hire or breaches of other terms. All this will have been clearly stated in the Memorandum of Understanding. We have the governing law and jurisdiction. This specifies the governing law and jurisdiction for resolving any disputes, differences, disagreements that may arise under the demised charter party. Should any dispute erupt, either from the charterer or from the ship owner or between both parties involved, there is a governing law that resolves any dispute that may crop up under the demised charter party. The demised charters are often used when a charterer needs a vessel for an extended period and is willing to take responsibilities associated with owning and operating the vessel. It operates the charterer with a high degree of control and flexibility, but it also requires a significant level of operational and financial responsibility. Legal professionals are usually involved in drafting and negotiating the terms of a demised charter party to ensure that the interests of both parties are adequately protected. What this means in a nutshell is that the event for which demised charters are used is such that when a charterer needs a vessel for an extended period, and he or she, that is the charterer, is willing to take responsibilities for making use of the vessel at that period, for that extended period, high degree of control and flexibility is bestowed upon the charterer, which may also require a significant level of operational and financial responsibility, maintenance and running costs, expenses, repairs, checks. We also have the legal professionals who are usually involved to coin, to draft and negotiate the terms of a demise charter party to ensure that the interests of both parties are adequately protected. Now I want to move to Bill of Lading. The Bill of Lading. The Bill of Lading is a legal document issued by a carrier or its agent to acknowledge the receipt of cargo for shipment. It serves multiple purposes. Acting as a receipt for the goods, the evidence of the contract of carriage, a document of title, just to mention a few. The Bill of Lading plays a crucial role in international trade and maritime transport, providing documentation and a chain of custody for goods as they move from the shipper to the consignee. There are fundamental key elements or features of the Bill of Lading. Here are the key elements and functions of a Bill of Lading. Key elements and functions of the Bill of Lading. 1. Receipt of goods. Serves as a contract, evidence of contract of carriage. As a document of title. You have the transferability. You also have some types of bills of lading, the negotiable, the non-negotiable, and the likes. You have the contents of the Bill of Lading. It plays a major role in cargo claim and dispute resolution. We also have the role in customs clearance. These are some of the key elements and functions of the bill of lading for carriage of goods. I see. Now I want to begin with the receipt of goods. The receipt of goods. Bill of lading serves as a receipt issued by the carrier, acknowledging that the specified goods have been received for shipment. This is simple and straightforward. Next one is the contract of carriage. The contract of carriage. It acts as evidence of the contract of carriage between the shipper. Shipper is also regarded as the consignor, and the carrier. The terms and conditions of the transportation agreement are typically outlined in the bill of lading. It acts as evidence of the contract. Once you are holding a bill of exchange, it shows that it's a binding contract by both parties. Therein, the terms and conditions of the transportation agreement are clearly and typically outlined, detailed in the bill of lading. Next is the document of title. That's point 3. The document of title. As the name suggests, it's a negotiable instrument. And can serve as a document of title to the goods. It enables the holder usually the consignee or a third party with the right to the goods to take possession of the cargo upon arrival at the destination. The bill of lading is a negotiable instrument, still under document of title, that can serve as the document of title to the goods, and this enables the holder, usually the consignee or a third party, with the right to the goods to take possession of the cargo upon arrival at the destination. Transferability. In many cases, the bills of lading are negotiable, allowing them to be transferred from one party to another through endorsement. This transfer of the bill of lading can be a crucial aspect of trade, finance, and facilitates the transfer of ownership of the goods. What this means is that in many cases, the bills of lading are negotiable. You can transfer ownership. You can transfer this to another party through endorsement. And this transfer can be a crucial aspect, can be very important in the aspect of trade finance, which aid the transfer of ownership of the goods to the party involved as may be stipulated in the terms. We also have the contents of the bill of lading. But before then, let's quickly talk about the types of the bills of lading. There are different types that cater for various needs in international trade. This may include, we have the non-negotiable, we have the negotiable, we have the bearer, and the claim bill of lading. For the non-negotiable, the goods are consigned to a specific party, and the bill is not negotiable. It is straight, simple, and straightforward. As such, the goods consigned to a specific party, as well as the bill, is not negotiable at all. We have the other bill of lading, which is negotiable. The goods are consigned to the order, making the bill negotiable, allowing for the transfer of ownership. Still under the types of bill of lading. The negotiable type allows for transfer of ownership, while the non-negotiable does not allow such to happen. Now, the bearer bill of lading is similar to other bills, but possession rather than endorsement confers ownership. The bearer bill of lading, that is the person whose name is boldly written on the bill of lading, is being conferred ownership as to the bill of lading to perform other operations on the sea. We have the claim bill of lading. This is issued when the goods have been received in apparent good order and condition, without any notations of damage or discrepancies. This is simple, direct, and straightforward. It is issued when the goods have been received under good order or condition, without any notations of damage, loss, or discrepancies. You have the contents of the bill of lading. The bill of lading typically includes details such as the names and addresses of the shipper and consignee, the description of the goods, the vessel, and the voyage details, the freight rate, and any special instructions or terms. As the name suggests, the contents that includes details that will be required, the names, the addresses of the shipper and the consignee. It describes the type of goods, the vessel, and the voyage details, the freight rate, the frequency of payment, the currency, and should there be any special instructions or terms, all these are covered under the contents of the bill of lading. We also have the role in cargo claim and dispute resolution. Role in cargo claim and dispute resolution. In case of damaged or lost cargo, the bill of lading is a crucial document for filing claims and resolving disputes. It serves as evidence of the condition of the goods when they were received by the carrier. Still under point 7, the role in cargo claim and dispute resolution. What this means is that should there be any form of damaged items, any form of discrepancies, or lost items, this will have been stated in the Memorandum of Understanding by both parties. As such, can claim for what has been damaged or lost. Wherein the charterer can be indemnified. This is under the P&I, Protection and Indemnity. We also have the role in customs clearance. The bill of lading serves a major role. It shows the cargo, the type of goods, it shows the origin, it shows where the item is coming from, and the destination. That is the point of discharge, the port of discharge, where the vessel will be landing, the location. Once the charterer has these documents, this important document, the customs officials then scrutinize the check, they look at it, they verify the source, then they are good to go. Then clearance will be made easy. The bill of lading is a key document for customs clearance at the destination port. It provides the key information about the goods, the shipper, the consignee, and this helps the customs authorities verify the authenticity, the legitimacy of such shipment. The bill of lading is a fundamental document in international shipping and trade, facilitating the movement of goods, the conveying of goods across borders, and ensuring transparency and accountability in the transportation process. It is important for parties involved in international trade, including shippers, carriers, consignees, and banks, to carefully review and manage bills of lading to avoid complications and ensure a smooth flow of goods. The bill of lading is a fundamental document in shipping and trade internationally. Why? Because it facilitates the conveying of goods, the movement of goods across borders. And this ensures transparency and accountability in the transportation process. The background development of the bill of lading is closely tied to the historical evolution of maritime trade and the need for a reliable system to document the shipment of goods. We shall talk about a brief overview of the development and background of the bill of lading. We have the medieval origins. We have the revolution in European trading centers. We have the emergence of formalized documentation. You have London as a maritime center. We also have negotiability and transferability. We have legal recognition. International standards, modernization and technology, just to mention a few. A brief overview of the background and development of bill of lading. brief overview of the background and development of the Bill of Lading. One. First one here is medieval origins. Second one is evolution in European trading centers. Next one is emergence of formalized documentation. We have London as a maritime center. You have negotiability and transferability. You have the legal recognition. You have the international standards. We also have the modernization and technology. Still under brief overview of the background and development of the Bill of Lading. The medieval origins talk about the concept of bills of lading having roots in medieval trade practices. The merchants and ship owners in the Mediterranean ports used written documents to acknowledge the receipt of goods and provide evidence of the agreement between the shipper and the carrier. The evolution in European trading centers talks about as maritime trade expanded in European areas in Europe during the medieval and early modern periods. Trading centers such as Venice, Genoa, and Amsterdam played a significant role. We have the merchants and ship owners in these cities who developed more formalized documents to aid and streamline trade transactions. The emergence of formalized documentation happened in the 17th century, where we have standardized bills of lading which began to take form or shape. It included essential details such as the description of goods, the quantity, the quality, and terms of the transportation agreement. These documents were crucial for both the ship owners and merchants, providing a record of transaction and serving as evidence of the contract of carriage. We have London as a maritime center. The development of bills of lading accelerated in the 18th and 19th centuries, with London emerging as a major maritime and trading center. The practices established in London became influential in shaping the structure and content of bills of lading. London, being a maritime center, started in the 18th and 19th centuries. Why? Because it emerged as a major maritime and trading center in the maritime world. Practices established in London also became very influential in shaping the structure and content of bills of lading. We have the negotiability and transferability. One key development was the introduction of negotiability, which allows bills of lading to be transferred from one party to another. This essential feature or attributes facilitated trade finance and the transfer of ownership during transit. Other bills of lading in particular became crucial in international trade. The essential feature or attributes or characteristics of negotiability and transferability is that it allows bills of lading to be transferred from one party to the agreed person. And this feature facilitated trade finance and the seamless transfer of ownership of goods during transit. We also have the legal recognition. Here, bills of lading gained legal recognition and protection through various legal decisions and statutes. The courts recognized their importance in documenting the terms of the contract of carriage, the receipt of goods, and the transfer of title. We were told that under the legal recognition, the courts recognized this, especially that which has to do with the carriage of goods. And the receipt, and also the transfer of title. The international standards. With the growth of global trade, international standards for bills of lading were developed to ensure consistency and uniformity. Organizations such as the International Maritime Organization and the International Chamber of Commerce (ICC) played roles in establishing guidelines for bill of lading practices. With the growth of global trade, people now venturing into carriage of goods over the sea, movement of goods, cargo on sea, other than by road or air, the international standards for bills of lading were developed to ensure consistency and uniformity. We also have organizations such as the IMO and the ICC who played major roles in establishing guidelines, framework, good practices that will guide the bill of lading practices. We have the modernization and technology. In recent decades, the use of electronic bills of lading has gained traction, allowing for more efficient and secure documentation processes. However, the legal and practical aspects of electronic bills of lading continue to be subjects of ongoing discussion and adaptation. And today, the bill of lading remains a fundamental document in international shipping and trade, providing a standardized and legally recognized means of documenting the transportation of goods by sea. It has evolved over centuries to meet the changing needs of the maritime industry and the international commerce. The bills of lading allowed for seamless transaction, seamless movement of goods. It makes it more efficient and seamless. However, the legal and practical aspects of electronic bills of lading continued to be subject of ongoing discussion and adaptation. And today, we're told that the bill of lading remained a fundamental document as far as international shipping and trade is concerned. It's making it legally recognized, known, acceptable, as a means of documenting the transportation of goods, the movement of goods by sea. And this has evolved over the years, over the centuries, in the maritime industry and international commerce. When next we meet, we shall be talking about the Bill of Lading under the Hague-Visby and the Hamburg Rules. They made a rules, regulations that helped the shipping industry, the maritime industry, and international commerce. These rules facilitated the carriage of goods by sea. We have the Hague Rules of 1924. We have the Hague-Visby Rule of 1968 and the Hamburg Rules of 1978. When next we meet, God's willing, we shall dwell more on that. That is, the Bill of Lading under the Hague-Visby, and the Hamburg Rules. Thank you for listening.